Day 10, halfway point. Feeling kind of ragged this morning. Gonna do my laundry today, get myself cleaned up. But first, gonna move up to Knife Lake. Knife Lake we share with Canadians. Obviously, it's up on the border. Native Americans would go up there and source their obsidian for their cutting tools at Knife Lake. Last night, my visitor, the turtle, no kidding, I'm sitting there and dude comes crawling up to me. I move, goes into his shell, and then I just talk to him. And as I was talking to him, he came out of his shell. And we just kind of hung out together. You're not alone up here. When you're traveling up here, you're always changing things up, trying to make yourself a little more efficient. Let me show you what I've done for today. First of all, my map case was laying on the canoe floor and getting wet. So I hung it up with a couple of zip ties and then moving towards the front of the canoe, getting it loaded for heavy weather, big wind. Pack is laying flat, solar panels on the top, and then a little extra rock in the front. And then if that's not sufficient as far as moving into the wind or across the wind, what I can do too is move forward in the boat and drop down to my knees. Knife Lake, baby. There's Canada, US behind me. When I get onto a lake, I like to check the water's clarity by sticking my kayak paddle in. And generally, you'll see a tea color on top of the paddle. Knife Lake, perfectly clear. Beautiful water. And I think one of the reasons why it's easy for me anyway to imagine the Voyageurs is that this land hasn't changed. And even the sounds. I'm hearing the same sounds today that they heard back then. No motors, no white noise, no electronic sounds. Just the wind. Wind in the waves. Birds. How many places do you get to go to that's like that? Where all the sounds you hear are natural. There's not even a hint of white noise here. Nothing. It's the way it was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Except you might hear the Voyageurs singing as they pass by in their canoe. This place is good for the soul. Tomorrow's July 4th. Excuse me, I shouldn't be picking my ear. Tomorrow's July 4th. I think I'm going to stay here July 4th too. This is going to be my July 4th camp. Guess who's having fish for supper tonight? We are. Well, I am. There you go. You can see how big he is. That's my water bottle. There it is. Tonight's dinner. If you don't mind while I eat, couch skinner story. This is how guys handle couches, all right? Like most couches, I found this one on Craigslist. And it was like a teal couch, and over on Grand Avenue. And he said, "Yeah, just pull up to my apartment building, just back up to my window." And I said, "Huh?" So I did. I pulled around to the back of his apartment and backed right up to his window. He had taken the frame out, the window out, and we passed the couch directly from his living room straight into my truck. It never saw the ground. I wish all transactions were that easy. Good night.